Does this happen to you? You go grocery shopping, you spend all day there, what feels like all day, and you get a ton of stuff. Everything that you budgeted out, right? Everything that you put in your budget, you got. Then you get home and you put it all away. Then you realize you're missing stuff. And, or you've not got enough stuff to make it till the next time you plan to go shopping. Which means you got to go back. Or you just have to deal with it. Either way, that's not okay, right? I got some ideas, some tips, tricks that I use to shop like a pro and make sure that you always have everything that you need going forward. All right, first thing you're going to want to do is what I call a master list. A master list is a list of all the foods sorted by category that is consumed in your home. So let's say you or your household drinks milk, then add milk to the master list. But if not, then don't. You don't want to add items that are not going to be consumed or that will just take up space in your home. The easiest way to do this is to pick a category like dairy, for instance, and record all the dairy items that you can think of, and either on paper, PC, phone, etc., that you have to use. After you run out of ideas for a category, move on to another category, such as meats, dry goods, and so on, until you can't think of anything else. That's when you're going to want to jump online to help you with more ideas, whether it be with Google or online grocery store. More on that in a second. Then when you feel you have a really good start, I say start because a master list can grow and shrink over time. I've been building mine for 8 years so far. The second thing you're going to want to do is check your inventory. Look in your cupboards, fridge, and freezer, pantry, or wherever you have food. And then jot down that separately from your master list. Organization isn't needed, but it makes a huge difference for, making it easier to find stuff and add things, take them off, etc. Now I know this is a lot, but it gets way easier. Next is the actual grocery list. And by this point, you have the master list and the inventory checklist to reference from. Now, ways to do this. There's the classic way, where you write out your list and proceed to the grocery store and shop for all the food on your list. And then there's the modern way, where you shop online at participating stores like Walmart, Safeway. There's other stores that have online grocery shopping, and then you just go and do a grocery pickup. Now, before you decide, I suggest that your first time or two that you actually do the classic way and go and shop for it yourself. And let me explain why. It's because when you are in person, you can pick items that you approve of rather than what someone else might grab. That's just an example. There's plenty other reasons why it's good to, go and shop in person for your first few times. Now, there are things that you want to do when doing the classic shop, though, that will ensure a good experience. First, you're going to want to take a calculator. So before you leave the house, be sure you grab a calculator. This is going to help you to keep within your budget and always round up. That takes away that whole embarrassing I'm at the register and I have to put back a whole bunch of stuff to make budget kind of thing. Where I live, there's no tax on groceries. So food items, when you round up, you're always going to have enough when you go to the register. Buy generic. If you can purchase a generic brand of something, as long as you like it. I mean, there are generic things that I myself personally like the name brand version of better than the generic brand. But if you can find something that you like that's generic and it costs less than the name brand, that's going to save you some money and that's going to help you out. Shop on a full stomach. That's going to keep you from doing impulse buys. So if you're trying to stick to a list and you're on a budget and you see something that you want and you're hungry, there's a higher chance that you're going to do an impulse buy and grab it and purchase it even though you shouldn't. Okay, lastly, before going to checkout, after you're done filling your cart or basket or what have you, shopping bag, review the items that you have. And if you're under budget, maybe you could also now go back and grab the extra items. Let's talk one more time about grocery pickup. It's very easy to do. Shop online and you can tally up everything. You'll know exactly how much it's going to cost. You can add, subtract things, but it is still great to have a master list and even a shopping list, definitely inventory, just to make sure that you're still doing a pro shop with doing the grocery pickup. Perks are that you get to go without having to shop. The downfall is that not all places will do a grocery pickup. Now that you've done your shopping and you've put everything away, sit back down with your master list one more time and add anything that isn't on there that you will need going forward. And do that every time you go shopping to build that master list, to have a more concrete master list. And then store it in a place you can remember. The better your master list, the easier your shopping lists will be going forward. So you grab your master list in the future after that, and you just make a quick list out of that and go shopping. And that dreaded grocery shop that nobody wants to do, it makes it that much more easier. And then it takes the stress level away. That's the biggest benefit from doing a pro shop, is the fact that you're not stressing that you forgot butter or you forgot eggs, or you don't have to stress when you know you've gotten everything on the list. And if you're not a member already, please subscribe to my channel. And I'll put out more content, more niche tackling, and I'll see you then.